Hello everybody, it's Niklas and welcome to this new video on GIMP. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can smooth the skin on a face on a portrait. If you like my video, you can subscribe to my YouTube channels. You can also learn more about GIMP. On the first link on the description, you can find a complete course GIMP for photo editing and photo montage. If you want to master GIMP, know everything from scratch, and to be great about photo editing and photo montage with this software, it is on the first link on the description. So let's start. The first thing that I'm going to do is to go right click, duplicate layer. I'm going to zoom little and just take this tool, the Healing tool. Thanks to that, I can work with different parameters like this. I can reduce the size and just press Ctrl left click. And thanks to that, I can just remove some irregularity, some imperfection with Ctrl left click, just like this. Ctrl left click and Ctrl left click. Ctrl each time I select a part of the skin and left click, I can remove some imperfection. So this is the first thing that I'm going to do, is just to show you again how to use this type of tool, and just Ctrl left click and just Ctrl left click here, Ctrl and left click, and Ctrl here left click also. So take a glance. Already I just removed the different body spots. Now I would like to smooth the skin. How to process? The thing that I can do is, why not to go right click, duplicate layer again, and apply a filter. I'm just going to show you with these filters, you just apply blur and the basic Gaussian blur. You enter a value, not too much, you don't need to enter too much, even if after you can make some modification. Let's apply around here a little bit more. Yes, I think it's too much. Let's just apply around, I'm going to apply around 4, just like this. And just validate. After, the next step is to create a layer mask. So click here and create a layer mask black full transparency. And thanks to that, I can hide my effect. And the next step is to recuperate the blur effect directly using my brush, and thanks to that we can smooth the skin. So click on the mask first, we need to click on the mask, and then change for the white color. I have my brush, I can work with 100% of opacity first, decrease the transparency around 60, and if I just zoom here, increase a little bit my size, select the white color as a foreground color, I can recuperate my blur. Just like this. And when you apply blur only on specific area, you can have directly your effect, just like this, here. And yes, it's nice. You just need to be careful to not apply the brush directly on the eyes or directly on the mouth, on the hairs. This is the thing that you need to think. So after you decrease the size of your brush, when you want, for example, to go around the mouth, you decrease the size and you can make something like this. Yes, it's nice. I can complete here on this area, on the left also. Just like that. Little around the nose, not too much, but here, yes, just here. I can go on this area also. And yes, that's it. So now the next step, I can decrease again the size, and I can pull little bit around the eyes on this area also, and little bit around the eyes on this area also. You can take a glance on the right, you can see your mask like this. Maybe I can complete little bit here. I think it's not bad. If you remove, for example, your 2 layers below, you can take a glance about the render. And if you need to complete, you can also use this. So here I know that I need to use a little bit on this area also, maybe a little bit here, just like this, maybe a little bit on this area, I think, little bit on this area also, little bit here, and it is like to see our mask, and we can just complete like that. So maybe I can decrease little the size and take a glance about, yes, this also. After, if I want, I can do the opposite process, just erasing, it's also possible. So after to do this work, I'm going to recuperate the visibility and take a glance. We have smooth the skin. Depending of the value of the blur, you can have different type of render. So take a glance. It was the picture, yes, just before, like this. And now it's with the skin smooth. And we have very interesting render. If you want more, you just need to increase the value of the blur. But after, I think that if you apply too much, after it won't be realistic. You can spend a little bit more time. Here it's fast to show you, but you can spend more time. At any moment, you can invert the color. Take, for example, black, decrease the hardness like 40, and just with the edge of your brush, when you decrease the opacity also, like around 30. When you arrive near the edge, you can just erase little near the hair with little transparency to have something little better. So you can just erase little bit. You need to work with opacity, and you need to work also with hardness, just like that. Take a glance, we have a great render. So it was our picture before with imperfection and the skin, and this is the picture after. If, for example, you work with your Gaussian blur, you have too much level, you can decrease the opacity. You just click here and you can decrease the value. If, for example, you click on the layer, you go on filter, blur, Gaussian blur, you can activate more blur again. But be careful, if it's too much, you will have a bad render. But you can activate little more blur again a second time. Like for example, if I apply a second time around 4, just like this, I can validate, and you can add more blur. Take a glance, just like this. And after, I can decrease if I want with opacity. So let's just come back with Ctrl Z, little before. Yes, just here. So it's okay for that. If you like this video, you can subscribe to my YouTube channels. Like that, I can continue to make more videos. If you want to learn more about GIMP, photo editing, photo montage, it is on the first link on the description. I propose a complete course, many hours of course. You will learn everything. You will have also many different processes like this, and at the end of the course, many training. I also describe all the different photo adjustments, all the different filters with all the use. So it's a very interesting training course, and it is on the first link on the description. So for our next video, see you next time. Ciao, ciao.